Most reviewers describe the DJI Flip as a drone for vlogging and short-distance autonomous tracking. But it is also an excellent, affordable model for landscape photography and videography. In this video I will show you how to take panoramas photos with the DJI Flip. In panorama mode, the Flip takes several photos according to the mode chosen: sphere, 180 degrees, wide angle and vertical. The app stitches the images to get a larger format. Panorama photography serves several purposes: to produce higher resolution or regular photos, which is handy for large prints; to post interactive images on social media; or to get a creative, distorted view of a scene. A drone is the perfect way to shoot panorama, as with a point of view up in the sky, there are no obstacles, even in the case of a full sphere panorama. The stitching software needs some reference points to align the image properly. Scenes with a large portion taken by uniform elements like water or the sky should be avoided. In this case, taken a few years ago with the Mavic 2, the stitching failed. However, so far I have not encountered any issue of this kind with the Flip. With sphere panoramas, the sun will always be in the shot, causing extreme dynamic range. It is very hard to expose correctly under these conditions. To reduce the dynamic range and preserve the highlight, it is preferable to shoot around sunset or sunrise, or when clouds cover the sun. The use of polarizing filter is to be avoided, as they react differently according to the angle of light, creating severe banding in the sky. We access panorama mode via the photo video button above the shutter. The menu to the left will display 4 icons for the different modes: sphere, 180 degrees, wide angle and vertical. The panorama function is available only when the drone is flying. After shooting the photos, DJI Fly app automatically stitches a JPEG panorama. It is also possible to save each photo in RAW or JPEG format to process and assemble the images using a third-party program. Until a few years ago, I would only use RAW files, but the quality of JPEG files with the DJI Flip is excellent, and I prefer using them for panorama to avoid vignetting issues. We can then choose the exposure mode in the bottom right of the screen. In all other circumstances I use manual exposure. Still, in the case of panorama, auto exposure is often a good choice, as the scene contains the sky and element in the ground, with a wide difference in luminosity. It is crucial to use manual white balance to avoid shift of colors. In sphere mode, the Flip shoots 24 photos in rapid succession, while in the same mode the Mini 4 Pro takes 35 images, as the gimbal of the flagship model has an extended vertical excursion and can reproduce almost a full 360-degree scene. In the 180-degree mode, 21 photos are taken, 7 columns and 3 rows. In the wide-angle one, 9 photos, 3 rows and 3 columns. Vertical mode consists of a single column of 3 photos. The files are saved on the memory disk. There will be 2 folders, one named Panorama, containing the individual 5 of each photo, if this option was chosen, while another folder contains the auto-generated JPEG panorama. In sphere mode we get a 360-degree horizontal representation of the scene. A certain amount of distortion is needed to fit the image in 2 dimensions. This adds a surreal, creative feel to the scene. The upper part of the sky is extrapolated by the app. I prefer to crop it away. A sphere panorama posted on social media is interactive, as the viewers can move around the scene. The 180-degree mode has a moderate amount of distortion. It is more suitable for images taken on a sunny day, as the sun can be kept out of the scene, thus reducing the dynamic range. Wide-angle mode produces traditional two-dimensional views without distortion that can be cropped or reframed thanks to the high resolution. It is the one to use for large prints. Vertical is suitable for posting in portrait mode on social media. The quality of the auto-generated JPEG file is more than acceptable for posting right out of the camera. However, a touch of editing is beneficial to adjust the shadows and the white balance and add a bit of saturation when needed. Post-processing and assembling the images with other programs can provide better results and more flexibility. I use Luminar Neo, my favorite photo editing program. It offers excellent panorama stitching functionalities. You will find info about Luminar Neo in the video description. You can watch my video about it by clicking on the link on the screen. I start by quickly color grading one of the photos containing the brightest part of the sky. The enhanced functionality is an excellent starting point. Then in Develop we can add some contrast, lift the shadows, adjust the white balance, and add a touch of saturation if needed. Once I'm happy with the result, I select all the image forming the panel and synchronize the adjustments. Then I drag them into the window panorama stitching. I can select options for devignetting, distort correction, and chromatic aberration reduction. A few seconds after hitting Start, this window offers several panorama processing modes: spherical, cylindrical, Mercator, plane, and fisheye. In each mode, we can move the image to modify the center point and the amount of distortion. I suggest playing around with all the options to get different results. We can then further enhance the stitch panorama by adjusting the light and applying some local dodge and burn. Click on this link to watch my video about photography with the DJI Flip. And don't forget to hit the like button if you find this video interesting. Thank you.